زدني علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. So we are going to start from Ayah 181. So I will start myself with, so related to wasiya, will or bequest. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فمن بدله بعدما سمعه فإنما إثمه على الذين يبدلونه إن الله سميع عليم. So man, who, بدل, he changed, who, it, بعد, after, ma, what, سمع, he listened, who, it, in wasiya. So innama, only, ithmuhu, its sin, ala, upon, alladhina, those who, yubaddiluna, they change, who, it, inna, indeed, Allah, sami'un, all hearer, alim, all knowledgeable. So whoever change it after he listened it, so its sin is only upon those who changed it, who change it. Indeed, Allah is all hearer, all knowledgeable. So this ayah is related to will, again, bequest, wasiya. Again, is connected to the previous ayah. As we talked about wasiya before, that a part of the ayah is abrogated from here, because the law of inheritance are in place now. Wasiya cannot be given to any parents and nearest relatives because they are legal heirs or inheritors, and law of inheritance are already explained in ayah 7 and following ayahs in Surah An-Nisa. So there was an hadith, Rasulullah Waqas, Sa'ad bin Abi Waqas narrated that I asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam that what should be the will. I'm not going into the detail of the hadith. He said, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "Ath-thuluthu was-suluthu kathir." 1/3, and still 1/3 is too much. So again, Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that I recommend that people should reduce their portion of will to 1/4 rather than 1/3, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ath-thuluth wa-thuluthu kathir." 1/3, and still 1/3 is too much. So he said, I recommend that it should not be more. It should be 1/4. It should be 1/4, which is lesser than 1/3.
Remaining should go to inheritance.
Yeah, 1/3 from the inheritance property. Remaining has to go to legal heirs. So now they are talking about wasiya, that if it is 1/4 or 1/3, if it is bequested or willed by a person who is going to die, should not change. Who listen it, he should not change it, right? Otherwise it is a sin. If people change this will after he has died, so the sin will be only on those who change it, should not change, because Allah is all hearing and all knowledgeable. Allah heard what he said while he was dying, that it should be given this much, right? And also he is knowledgeable of the people, what they are changing. So this Sami'un and Alim is connected to the act of the people. That Sami'un, he was listening what he said when he was dying. Alim, he knows what people are changing and what people are thinking to change the will of the person. Yeah, we can move to the next ayah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فمن خاف من موص جنفا أو إثما فأصلح بينهم فلا إثم عليه إن الله غفور رحيم. So man, whoever khafa, he feared, min, from, mousin, the one who wills, janafan, unjust
or biasing,
or isman, sin, so aslaha, he rectified, bainahum, between them, so la, na, isma, sin, alayhi, upon him, inna, indeed, Allah, ghafurun, of forgiving, rahimun, continuously merciful. So whoever feared from the one who wills of error, biasing, or unjust, or sin, so he should rectify among them. So there is no sin upon him Indeed, Allah is all
Oft
forgiving and continuously merciful.
Yes. So again, this ayah was related to the inheritance, right? Before these laws of inheritance came into place, right? So if he is biased, means giving something more to a person, a relative, right? So you have to decide what he's giving. Again, this ayah is related to the inheritance, right? Because the laws of inheritance are already in place, nobody can do that. Nobody can do any biasing or wrongdoing. So the people have to judge what he has bequested or willed, whether it is more than 1/3 or 1/4, and what is, if he is biased to somebody or not. So it's there. So he has to make a peace. He has to rectify between them, and he has to decide. Then there is no sin upon them. Rather, there is a reward for him because he is making peace between them, right? So there is no sin upon him. If he is doing something wrong, giving more share to one person, he is biased to somebody else, or so on.
If someone wills more than 1/4, so still
1/4 or 1/3.
more
It
than
could go
1/4
to one
or
1/3.
1/3.
It could
So we have to do the
yeah, we have to do.
Yeah.
And because these ayahs connected to the inheritance, now no legal heirs or inheritors that are defined in Surah An-Nisa, these wasiya or will cannot go to them because they have a fixed share, right? Legal share. So
Like
it
is
cannot
not
go to them.
recommended to
If somebody is
give
not,
more than 1/4.
yeah, if somebody
But-
is not qualifying as a legal heirs or inheritors, then the will can go to him. Otherwise,
Okay.
no close relatives can get this
This
will or bequest money or inheritance is not allowed. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So here, what should we do in Canada? Here, there is no Islamic law, no will.
We have to write
so
it
what
down.
should be done? That's
We have to write it down because according to this law, nobody listen to anybody, right? So there is an hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if somebody has a will, a thought in his mind to will something to his to somebody, he has to write within 2 nights. He should not delay it. So we have to get an authorized will, authorized certified will with us written that where this money has to go, or where our children, even about the children here, if parents are died in an accident, right? Now what will happen to these children, right? They are not adults, they are children. So they have to, if somebody has already a will with him that my children should go to this guy, right? So he has to write down. He has to notarize
is it
it.
acceptable?
It should be
I
acceptable.
heard that it's not.
No, it is.
If you write it,
As long as you got,
No, it is
Tested?
acceptable.
huh? No. In fact, you don't actually need even an attestation. You can just write down, this is my will
with your hands.
with your hand, and that should be okay. And as long as you got somebody to witness it, but it is better to get it done by a
Notary public.
notary.
Yeah.
Ismail, in Ontario, they have some of the massages. They already have a pre-made will, so you just change your names and
And the name of the
yeah, everything. Who
Yes.
gets what? Obviously, the
easy.
division depends on how big your family is.
Do we
Who's
have
your-
here in MIA? or no?
We should do it. Here, the lawyer, Loe Al Ghul, he does it. He charges, I think, $400. I've spoken to brother Mahmoud Sheikh. I've been wanting to do this for some time, but inshallah, in the next few days I should do it. But I think he says $250 or something.
If somebody can write it with his own hands, why
Yeah,
should
yeah,
pay?
but
That's
you can. But
that's
there
why
are some-
people actually
some
do not.
legalities.
So what
then-
legalities are involved if
Say like,
we do go to liar?
I don't know. Then he'll charge his fees, right?
Yeah.
That is his fees. So, but then if you write it and say, let's say you pass away without anybody having seen it, then anybody could have written it.
Yeah.
Right? There's no authorization. There's no witness.
Yeah.
So if the lawyer has done it, then they've got that.
More secure and authentic.
I think they should be made more easy for the community. It could be a sadqa jari also.
I mean, we can definitely speak about it after this class. inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
Jazakumullah khairan.
But it was part of this.
No, it's
Yeah.
part of it.
Yes, good. So we can go to the next ayah if Brother Javed can read.
Ayah
This is 183.
183.
183, yes. About fasting.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون صدق الله العظيم يا أيها الذين يا أيها O people
Oh,
O those people آمنوا who
they believed.
who believe kutiba means it's written in the book.
It was written.
It was written.
Kataba is he wrote. Kutiba is passive. It was written, right?
Alaykum
183. Alaykum ji.
alaykum upon you.
Ji.
As-sayamu sayam means fasting. As-sayamu keeping fast. Kama
As
kutiba means
it was
it
written.
was written ala allazina min qablikum those people who
Upon
were
those.
before you.
Upon
Upon
those.
those people who were before you, right?
Before you,
Qablikum,
right, yeah.
before you. لعلكم so that لعلكم تتقون you acquire
You become pious,
yeah
Right.
yes.
God conscious,
God-
God fearing.
God fearing, yeah. So, mashallah, this ayah is very famous. We learned that in our childhood. in
Can
school
we,
classes.
Javed bhai, if you don't mind, can we complete the translation? Because we did
Translation?
parts,
Yeah.
word by word now. Now we are combining everything together to make a sense. Jazakumullah khairan.
O people who who believe, it has been written in the book.
The fasting was prescribed upon you or was written upon you, right? Yeah. The fasting.
is written upon you, same as it was written on those people who were before you,
Yes. So
so
that
that you become God fearing.
God fearing. Kutiba, kataba, he wrote. Kutiba, it was written. Here it was written means it was prescribed, it was mandated, right? From obligation, it was mandated. In Arabic we can say furida. Farada, it was obligated, it was mandated. Furida, is passive voice. So like kutiba, it was prescribed, it was mandated upon you.
Mandated is the
Mandate,
right
right
word.
word here. But initially we will derive from the original meaning of the words to make it, yeah. So you were about to say something about that?
I was saying that we memorized this ayah when we were child,
Yes.
given in the school syllabus.
Yes, grade
in
10, right?
Pakistan,
Yeah.
No, I think grade 6, 7.
Okay. Yeah. So this is again this ayah started. This ayah is actually now describing Ramadan, right? Fasting. That who believe, the fasting is prescribed or mandated upon you as it was prescribed upon those who were before you, so that you become pious, God fearing, or you save yourself from sins, from shaitan, and you don't cross the boundaries of Quran and Sunnah. So this is the ultimate goal and objective of fasting, tattaqun, right? So and this is very important, as you said before. Siyam, the root word is sama. Sama, yasumu, saim, and saum or siyam. Siyam is masdar here, verbal noun, like saum. And sometimes siyam is used as a plural of saim as well. So sama, qama, yaqumu, qaim, qaum, or qiyam. So similarly, sama, yasumu, saim, saum, and siyam. And saum mean to stay away from something, to stay away or to abstain from. So here, to stay away, what is fasting? To stay away from drinking, eating, and sexual relations with wife from the dawn to the sunset. This is what the definition of Saum is. But for sincerely, for the sake and pleasure of Allah. This is very important, that it should be sincerely for the sake and pleasure of Allah and to achieve taqwa. This is important here. Taqwa is important because without taqwa, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the person who doesn't stay away from lying and bad deeds. Allah has no concerns. Allah has no concern with the person, concern for his thirst and in hunger. So taqwa is very important here, that we have to save ourselves from sin, from shaitan, and we should obey all the commands of Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We should not cross the boundaries of Qur'an and Sunnah. And this is what the taqwa is. This is what the taqwa is. Huzur, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man qama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi." So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever fast in Ramadan with iman, strong belief for the sake and pleasure of Allah, and ihtisaban, hoping for the reward, then all his previous sins will be forgiven. This is very important here to understand that. Taqwa is very important. And Rasulullah said, Allah says that as-sawmu li wa ana ajzi bihi. Sawm, the fasting, is for me and I will reward for it. So we have to, it means abstaining yourself from drinking, from food, from sexual relations with wife, with the sake, for the sake and pleasure of Allah, and hoping for the reward. Then this is really, and the ultimate goal is taqwa, as I said. So taqwa, to stick to the boundaries of Quran and Sunnah is taqwa. So we can move forward if you don't have any commentation.
أياما معدودات فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له وإن تصوموا خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. أياما
Days.
or fixed days?
No, days.
Fixed days.
Fixed is.
بعد बीच आ रहा है.
Jazakumullah khairan. Yeah.
معدودات.
This is sifa mawsuf. Sifa mawsuf ayyaman is mansub, ma'dudatin is also mansub, zabar, right? So this is sifa mawsuf, counted days, as you said, fixed days. Number days are counted days. The root word is adda ya'uddu, ad and ma'dud. Ad, the one who counts, counter. Ma'dud, the thing that is being counted, ma'dud. And what is masdar? Addun or idda. Iddat जिसको कहते हैं उर्दू में idda is coming here. Idda, yeah.
Days that madudat is fixed or numbered. Fa, so man, whoever. Kana, he is. Minkum, from those.
From you.
Maridan, patient.
Sick.
Or ala safar.
Upon.
Safar, upon traveling.
Journey.
Or journey. So iddatun days.
As we said, idda is masdar, verb noun, counting, a number.
Idda from, from, ayamin, days, ukhar is
Others. Yeah, ayyam and ukhar, other days.
Wa, and ala, upon, alladina, those who yutiquna. From taqat. So the root word, the first word is ataqa, yutiqu, itaqa. Taqat, we say taqatan. They are able to do. Or so for those who are able to do.
Who? It.
Yeah. Fi fidya. Fidyatun is recompense.
Fidya, compensation, reward, or expiation. Kafara.
Expiation.
Jaza as well, it's used for jaza, badla. In Urdu say badla, this is jaza, reward, or compensation, or the proper word is expiation here.
Expiation.
Yeah.
Khana.
Khana, feeding. Miskin, poor. So man who Tatawwa, he volunteered or he voluntarily did something.
Khair is good.
Yeah, any good.
Any good. So huwa he khairun lahu.
Khairun, better.
Better for him. Lahu for him. Wa and an that tasumu.
This was tasumuna. So noon is dropped due to an because this is the nawasibul failul madaris. So noon is dropped. Tasumuna. Yeah, tasumuna. You all fast. Yeah, tasumuna. Yeah.
Tasumu is it?
This is tasumuna. This is tasumuna. Mudare.
Yasumuna.
Tasumuna.
Tasumu khairul lakum. Khair is good.
Better.
Lakum for
Better.
You, better for you all. Lakum for you all. In kuntum. Indeed, if you are.
In is if.
If you are all. In kuntum. You all are. You all know. Ta'alamun.
تعلمون, you know. Alima ya'lamu. Ya'lamuna ta'lamu ta'lamuna. You all know.
If you all know.
If you all know. So fasting is for a number of days.
Yeah,
So whoever
numbered
is-
days or fixed,
or fixed
counted days. 30 days mean 30 days. Yeah.
So whoever is on a journey or is or sick, then he should.
Whoever is
Sick.
ji, from you.
Whoever from you is sick or is upon a journey, then he has to
Counting
count
from
the days he was sick.
yeah, same number. Counting from the other days. Yeah. I ought to make up the counting. Make up is not here, is counting. Make up the counting from other days. Yeah.
And those who can afford
And upon
it,
those
who can afford it should
afford it, no. Who are able to fast. Who are able to do it.
who are able to fast.
Who are able to fast, yeah. Fasting is not here, but here yutiquna is ataqa, yutiquna. They are able to do it, mean they can fast.
Yeah.
Is confusing here, right? Why it is confusing? It should be confusing. We will see, inshallah. Check. Yeah.
So able to
Do it.
do it. Fidya
Fidya means expiation.
is for by feeding the poor
There's an expiation.
for those who cannot.
No, for expiation. What expiation? Expiation is what? Feeding
the poor.
one poor. So the expiation is feeding one poor. This is Jumla Ismiya. Fidyatun ta'amu miskin. So feeding
One poor.
one poor. Yeah. Yeah. So whoever does any
whoever
good
does any good
voluntarily,
for him,
then it is
better. Then it is better for him.
very good. Yeah. And that you all
fast is better for you all. Indeed,
if you
know. Indeed,
if you all know. Indeed, if you all know. Very good. Yeah. No, what is required from us? We should stay here and read it again and check, ponder, reflect, tafakkur, tazakkur. What does it mean, yani? So it is explained by Aisha radiallahu ta'ala and Abdullah bin Mas'ud here. Yatiqunahu, here we say that they afford it. No, they are able to do it. Even they are able to do fast, means they are not on a journey, they are not sick. They are able to do. But it's their choice whether they are fasting or they give this expiation, which is feeding one poor person per day. Feeding one poor person. So this is up to the two choices.
But
They can fast, or
give the
if they don't want to fast, they have to,
give the expiation.
yeah, they have to feed one person for one day. See, it is very beautiful. In the start, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَأَنْتُمْ سُكَارَى. Don't go close to the prayer if you are intoxicant, means you have drink alcohol. Don't go to. These are the initial orders and commandments. So there's a philosophy behind. Initially, if something is commanded to start in Islam in the initial days, Allah was not so hard. Allah is Ghafoor and Rahim and very kind and very Rauf, right? So there was a choice, two choices given to the people, that if they want, they fast. If they don't want, they have to feed one poor person. So there were two choices. But now it's not. This part of the ayah is going to abrogate with the next ayah here, right? So Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, initially there was only fasting for Ashura, the 9th and 10th days of Muharram. But later on, when these orders came, these commands from Allah came for the obligation of these fasting, then some people who wished to fast, they were fasting. Who didn't want to fast, they were not fasting, but they were feeding one person per day. This was expiation. So this was the ruling and the culture at that time, because this was the initial time of Islam. The beginning of Islam, they are not forced to do, are not putting some difficulty or burden, right? Very light, like وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَأَنْتُمْ سُكَارَى. Don't go close to the prayer if you are drinking, right? If you have drunk already and you are not conscious. But later on, إِنَّمَا الْخَمْرُ وَالْمَيْسِرُ وَالْأَنْسَابُ, this ayah came, that is haram. Don't go close to wine, right? So initially the orders and commands are very easy. So this was the choice here. But so later on, and again, فَمَنْ تَتَوَّى خَيْرًا فَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَهُ. Who does something good voluntarily, then it is better for him. Here it means that the command is to feed one person. But if you want to feed 2 people for one day, or 3 people for one day, or increase the food, then it is better for you. It's a choice. Again, Allah is giving a choice here from Allah's side, that you have to feed one person. But if you feed for one day, you are feeding 2, 3, 4, 5 people, go ahead, this is good for you. But وَأَن تَصُومُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Again it's said, but if you fast, this is better than breaking the fast and giving expiation. This is better than both these things if you fast. So 2, 3 choices were there, that if you fast is better than breaking the fast on that day and giving this food to the poor person. It is still better if you fast. But it was not so hard and fast rule at that time. But later on, next ayah is coming. Yeah. But for Marid and for the person who is traveling, still they cannot give expiation. They have to complete the number. In other days other than Ramadan, they have to complete to make it 29 or 30 according to the moon sighting. So this is very important here. And Abdullah bin Abbas is saying here, وَعَلَى الَّذِينَ يُطِيقُونَ فِدْيَةٌ. Here yutiquna means for the people. He said, okay, is already abrogated, is replaced by another ayah, but still it is valid for the people who are sick, who have prolonged disease or sickness, right? And also the people who are old men or old women, right? And also a person who has prolonged sickness, right? They can still go to it. Here Abdullah bin Mas'ud is translating this word yutiquna as yatajashamuna, which means they are spending a huge energy to fast. It is very difficult for them, putting more mushaqqa, more energy and more strength. They need more strength and more power to fast. It's very difficult for them. So what they should do? Still this is valid there, that they should feed one person for one day. And this is again fidya, expiation of their breaking of the fast on that day. The old people, they cannot fast, right? Or a person who has a prolonged sickness, right? He cannot fast. So still he can be in this order. This Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala said. Here yutiquna, he is translating another word, yatajashamuna, that they are putting a huge energy and strength to fast. They are not able. They can fast, but very difficult for them. So they can go for this option to feed one person for one day. Then it's okay for them. So this is a rukhsa for them. So we can go to the next ayah. But now these options are not there for us, that if you want, fast. If you don't want, feed a person. It's not for everybody, only for the people who are very old and they feel very difficult for them to fast, then they can do that. We can move to the next ayah. This is very interesting. This ayah is interesting here.
رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر
फलियसुमू। अजीज भाई यहाँ पे रुक जाते हैं क्योंकि बड़ी आयत है, इसको दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड करते हैं अगर आप चाहें। मैं ये चाहूँगा अगर आप चाहते हैं तो पढ़ सकते हैं, लेकिन मेरी सजेशन है कि यहाँ पे आधी आयत काफ़ी है यहाँ पे। जी फलियसुमू तक हम जाएंगे, इसको आप ट्रांसलेट करेंगे आप।
ट्रांसलेशन नहीं आज कर दीजिए ट्रांसलेशन।
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, आप करना चाहते हैं सर? शहर रमदान, दिस इज मुदाफ इलैहि, means the month of Ramadan. Alladhi, the one who unzila, it was sent down. Fihi, in it, al-Qur'anu, the Qur'an. Hudan, now hyphen hudan means a guidance. Linnasi, for the people. Wa and bayinat, clear signs or clear proofs. Min, from or of. Al-Huda, the guidance. Wa and al-Furqan, al-Furqan is the criterion or distinction between haq and batil. Furqan, separator. Furqan means separator or separation or distinction or criterion. Fa, so, man, whoever. Shahida, he witnessed or he cited. Minkum, from you. Ash-shahra, the month. Fa, so. Liyasum, this is now I am breaking it. Fal yasum, who is three combination of the fa, then liyasum plus who. Fa, therefore. Liyasum is an order for the third person. If we go back, sama, samu, sumta, sumtum, sumto, sumna, yasumu, yasumuna, tasumun, tasumuna, asumun, asumu. Sum, fast. La tasum,
Don't.
fast. Sum, the person is second person is standing in front of me. I'm talking to him, right? Sum, you fast, fast. Now the person who is not here, ghaib, right? I'm asking him that he should fast. He should, sum, you fast. No, he should fast. He is not here. So liyasum. For the third person, this is order for the liyasum. He should fast. He must fast. Let him fast. So this is an order of Allah, right? So this is an order. Now this is an order of Allah. Liyasum, he should fast. He in it.
Same like liya'bud.
فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا. So let them worship. So they should worship. They must. So let them worship. They must worship. They should worship. This is order for the third person. Second person, sum. U'bud. You worship. What is for the third person? Liya'bud. Liya'bud. Okay, this is enough. So liyasum, he should fast. This is the order of Allah. Who? It. Wa, and man, whoever. Kana. Oh, it's okay. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I will combine. The month of Ramadan, the one in which the Quran was sent down or revealed, a guidance for the people and clear signs of the guidance, and a criterion or a distinction or a separation. So whoever witness or whoever sides the month from you, therefore he should fast in it. So this ayah is abrogating the previous ayah there. يُطِيقُونَ فِدْيَةٌ طَعَامُ مِسْكِينٍ. Now there is no choice here. No, the choice is gone. Now new order is there. فَلْيَصُمْهُ. He should fast in it. The other conditions are still there, is coming. So this ayah is abrogating, cancelling the previous ayah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. And man who kana, he is
He was
maridan, sick, or ala, upon suffering journey, for so iddatun, counting, min, from ayyamin, day, ukhar,
others.
Yuridu, what is
Arada yuridu, irada.
He plans.
He intends or he wishes.
Yuridu, he intend, Allah be with
Bikum,
whom you,
with you.
al yusra, the
Ease.
Easiness.
Ease.
ease.
Yusra. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Taysir as well. Taysir is easiness. Yusr is ويسرنا القرآن يسر ease
The ease.
the ease
Wa and la not.
لا يريد yeah
La
لا not
yuridu.
لا not okay
La yurid. Okay. La not yuridu. He intends.
he intends is mudare
It's yurid. Yeah, it's mudari.
that is
He
arada
intends. Yeah. He intends. Be with whom you al usra. It is again
the difficulty eh?
Opposite.
that is ease and this is difficulty
Yeah.
Okay, so it is opposite like
opposite of
yusra
yes
or
yes you're right
okay.
yeah
Usra hardship wa and li from
okay now we saw fal yasumhu li yasum this li yasum he should fast this is lam this lam is called lam amr ghaib what is amr order for ghaib mean order for the third person who is not here li the first li is lam amr ghaib this li is tak in urdu say li lam kai so that or in order to
okay.
this is called lam kai and kai mean so that or in order to tak hai in urdu we say tak hai so this is lam kai tak hai lam tak hai
li so that
Huh.
tukmilu
This is tukmiluna. This was tukmiluna. Noon is dropped due to this lam kai, which is nawasib al fi'l madari. Li tukmiluna. We have to read it. Tukmiluna, not tukmilu. Tukmiluna.
tukmiluna
You all complete.
you all complete
Yeah. Akmala yukmilu ikmal. Yukmilu yukmiluna. Tukmilu tukmiluna. You all complete.
You all
From mukammal. Yeah.
al idda the counting
Hmm.
wa and li tukbi
This li is the same li.
tukabbiru. It is the same so that
So that tukabbiru
tukabbiru
you
you glorify
or you magnify the better word is magnify. To magnify is increase something kabir badai karna so that is magnification is better actually to magnify
Allah upon ma what hada it's guidance
he guided
he guided
hada is the root word first word right
Hada is the-
hudan is actually masdar here
hada he guided whom you
all
all wa and la'allakum
So that you all-
you all tashkurun they you thank
you are thankful you are grateful or so that you thank बड़ा अच्छा आपने किया माशाल्लाह very good
and the one who
Is-
is sick or upon journey
upon a journey
so he counted
counting yeah
from other day
oh, days
other days
good
uh,
Allah
Allah
Intense.
Allah intends with
ease
Allah intend ease with you all.
the ease with you huh or
Ease
on
with you
you
all and did not ease
And he does not.
he does not hardship you all
he
with
does
you
not
all.
what he does not
Intends
intends arada yuridu irada the word irada we used in urdu as well irada that is the masdar for arada yurid this word yuridu irada
and he does not
intend what
hardship with you all.
difficulty eh?
Difficulty
with you all
and
for you all it's difficulty for you all
and so that tukmilu is
you all know no arabic so that you complete
the day
tukmilu is from mukammal we say mukammal in urdu
so that you complete the counting and
so that
magnify
you all magnify
magnifying Allah
huh?
upon what he guided you all and so that you all are thankful
so that you may be grateful or thankful yeah it's okay
You may be, you all may be.
ji
you all
tashkurun you all shakara yashkuruna tashkuruna tashkuru one you are thankful tashkuruna you all are thankful this is mudari yeah so I will do translation once again and we'll stay inshallah we will reflect the month of Ramadan the one in which the Quran was sent down a guidance for the people and clear signs of the guidance and criterion or separation or distinction between haq and batil so whoever sides the month from you then he should fast in it. And whoever is sick or is upon a journey, then counting from the other days. Allah intends ease for you, and He does not intend difficulty for all of you. And so that you complete the counting, and so that you magnify Allah on what He guided you, and so that you may become grateful. So this is, I repeated it to have a concentration and focus on the words and the ayah as a whole. So here, as I said, فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ فَلْيَصُمْهُ, he should fast. Now, that part of the ayah, وَيُطِيقُونَهُ فِدْيَةٌ طَعَامُ مِسْكِينٍ, is abrogated for general public, but not for the people, as I said, very old people and who have prolonged sickness, not for them, is there, according to Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So this is there. So Quran is the month of Ramadan. This is very important. There's a strong relation of Quran with Ramadan. It's where, because Quran started to reveal, actually it was not really revealed in Ramadan, it was sent down from Luhun Mahfuz to Baytul Izzah on the first sky, first heaven of the earth, right? And then from there it was started to send down as per the requirement, right? So it was started to send down on Laylatul Qadr, at the night of Laylatul Qadr. The whole Quran was sent down from Luhun Mahfuz to Baytul Izzah of the first heaven of the world, right? And that was Laylatul Qadr, and that was the month of the Ramadan. And also it was started to send down on the world on the same night and the same months. So there's a strong relation of Quran and Ramadan. And also it is mentioned about the Laylatul Qadr, Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. We have revealed, we have sent down it in Laylatul Qadr, started to reveal it, and it completed in the total year of 23 years, right? It took 23 years. As per the requirement, it was slowly it was coming down on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And also it is said in one of the surah, in Surah Ad-Duhan, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakah. These two are the same ayah. Some people actually differentiate these two words and say this is Laylatul Mubarakah is the 15th night of Sham. No, this is the same ayah according to the Sunnah of Rasulullah, explanation of Sahaba, companion of Rasulullah said, these are the same ayah. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakah, we sent down it in a blessed night. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatul qadr, we sent down it in the night of power. So the night of blessing and the night of power is the same. So there is a strong attachment of Quran and Ramadan here. Rasulullah kana Nabiyyu sallallahu alayhi wasallam yatadarasul Qur'an ma'a Jibreel alayhi salam. In Ramadan, Rasulullah sallam was doing the entire Dawratul Quran with Jibreel alayhi salam, right? And that's also, there's a custom here, Taraweeh is a sunnah that we read Quran, we listen or recite Quran in Qiyamul Layl, Qiyam. In Ramadan, Qiyamul Layl, it's very important. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu reported in Sahih al-Bukhari that Man kama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. Whoever did Qiyam in Ramadan with Iman, sincerely, for the sake and pleasure of Allah, and for hoping for the best reward of Ramadan, then all his previous sins will be forgiven. This is what is reported by Abu Hurairah, that Qiyamul Layl is mentioned there in Al-Bukhari, that whoever did Qiyam in Ramadan, all his previous sin will be forgiven. And also this Laylatul Qadr, because it started in Laylatul Qadr, it is said, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu reported in Bukhari and Muslim both. He said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Man qama laylatal qadri imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. Whoever stands in Laylatul Qadr with iman, with a strong belief in Allah, with for the sake and pleasure of Allah, and hoping for the best reward, then all his previous sins will be forgiven. And in Surah Al-Qadr it is that this night is equivalent to 1,000 months, and it's mentioned there. So there's a strong relation with Quran and Ramadan, and also it is a guidance, and is separated. Quran is a Furqan. First of all, is a guidance for the people, guidance to the Siratul Mustaqim, which is the path of Quran and Sunnah, is a guidance here. While Furqan is separating Haqq and Batil, good and bad, false and evil is a separator actually. Everything is clear. So again, man kana maridan. So again, the same ayah is repeated. If somebody is sick or is on a journey, he can break the fast and can make up the number in other days other than Ramadan. It's very clear. Allah doesn't want any difficulty, but He wants easiness. So see, if somebody is traveling, no, you cannot. If you don't fast, right? If somebody is sick, he can actually make up the numbers after Ramadan. So these are actually all ease from Allah. This is a rahmah from Allah. He's not putting hard and fast rules there, so it's easy. وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةَ, so that you complete the number, total number, even 29 or 30 if you are traveling, you are sick, but still you have to complete the numbers, which is 29 or 30 according to the moon sighting. So you are able to complete. So Allah is giving a choice here so that you are able to complete the numbers after Ramadan with easiness, no difficulty. وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ, so that you magnified Allah on what? On what He has guided you. So this is rahmah, it's the mercy of Allah that He guided us on the straight path. He give us tawfiq to fast, right? He give us tawfiq and everything here. So we have to say shukr. Alhamdulillah ala ni'matil Islam. All these blessings and favors of Allah are for us in Islam, in the Qur'an and Sunnah, and we have to thank Allah. Walitukabirullah, and so that you magnify Allah. And this is related to the end of Ramadan, that Allah gave us tawfiq to complete this commandment of Allah. Very important, right? So at the end of Ramadan, what we do? Tukabbir, we do takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. So these are the takbirat, and this sunnah is mentioned here. Walitukabbirullah. After completion of the 30 or 29 days, you have to magnify Allah. That is why we see these takbirat in the Eid, and after the Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. After every commandment, for example, after completing Hajj, وإذا قضيتم مناسككم فاذكروا الله كذكركم آباءكم أو أشد ذكرا. That after completing all the rituals of Hajj, what you have to magnify Allah as you were magnifying your people, your family, your tribes. Even you have to remember Allah more than that you are remembering. So after everything, so Allahu Akbar. Even after Jum'ah, وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا لَعَلَّ, after completing وَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا لَعَلَّ. So after completing every commandment, major commandment, you are going to magnify Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. If somebody is converting from other religion, coming to Islam and giving shahada, you say Allahu Akbar. You complete the prayer, you say Allahu Akbar. So every time you have to magnify Allah, and this is actually Alhamdulillahi ala ni'matil Islam. All these favors and blessing of Allah, we have to be thankful to Allah. We can go to the next ayah. Yeah. If you don't have any comment here.
It's very clear.
Yeah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا سألك عبادي أني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. Translation?
Yeah, no, we will try, no problem. Yeah.
No, I have.
Yeah, okay.
Vaida, and when Salaka asked you,
He asked you.
Ibadi, my servants, Anni, about me, Fa inni, then indeed I am, Kareebun, near, Ajib, I respond, Davata, invocation to the Ada, the supplicants.
Supplicant, okay.
Yeah, supplicant of. Iza, when, the Ani, he calls me, Fal yashtajibu, so let them respond, li, to me, wal yominu, and let them believe, be in me, la'allahum, so that they may, yarshudun, led aright. And when my servants ask you, O Muhammad, concerning me, indeed I am near, I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me. So let them respond to me by obedience and believe in me, that they may be guided.
They may be guided. Good. Again, this is the part. This ayah is actually related to dua, and also again this dua is related to Shahru Ramadan. Generally, we can take it generally as well, but because this all topic title is Ramadan, so this dua is related to dua. That dua is related to Ramadan. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, dua of three people cannot be rejected. Number one, the just ruler. Number two, the person who is fasting until he breaks his fast, right? And the third one is the oppressed one, the supplication of a oppressed Muslim. So these du'as will never be rejected. So this will be a good chance for us, but we have to make dua because we don't know what will happen tomorrow. Allahumma ballighna Ramadana. This is what Rasulullah used to make dua before Ramadan. Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. Oh Allah, make us reach Ramadan, because we don't know. We don't know all these blessings and rahmah are in front of us, but we are not able to reach. So this is again Allah's will, that Allahumma ballighna Ramadan. We should start making this dua. Oh Allah, make us reach Ramadan. Allahumma ballighna Laylatul Qadri. Oh Allah, make us reach Laylatul Qadri, because it's 1000 months and 84 years. So this is a great blessings and rahmah for us from Allah. So this is the dua, that a person who is fasting, his dua will be accepted until he breaks his fast. And it is recommended to make duas in abundance at the time before iftar, right? You are waiting to break the fast, and that is the best time to make dua. So that is why the topic of dua is related to Ramadan. So we have to make dua. And وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمُ ادْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ. Your Lord says, ud'u, you call me, astajib lakum, I respond to you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, a dua of a person, the dua of a servant will be accepted, as long as he doesn't say, I supplicated, and it was not responded. This is very bad. Then dua is gone. Khalas. Don't be disappointed. It's very, is a strict warning there, that Rasulullah sallallahu said, dua of a person or a slave or servant will be accepted as long as he doesn't say this statement, I supplicated, but it was never accepted. This is very bad. Why? Rasulullah said, when a person make dua, there are three conditions here. Number one, first, the dua will be accepted right away. Number two, dua will not be accepted in according to the demand of the person, but an evil will be removed in place due to this dua. An evil or musibah or difficulty will be removed. Thirdly, if not these two conditions, the third one, Allah will save it for him as a reward, and he will see all these duas in the hereafter, and will wish that I would have make dua all the life without complaining that my dua is not accepted. Anyway, the dua will be accepted in these three forms. So a person has to be very patient, should not be disappointed that he is refraining himself from dua. Never be disappointed that, oh, what happened? No, never. So this is not recommended here. So وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. We are very close to a person. What is hablul warid? This shahrag in Urdu say. What is medical term here? Jugular nerve, right? Vein here. So Allah is very close in terms of knowledge, and He listens what we are doing. And Anas bin Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu reported in Musnad Ahmad that Allah exalted says that if a person mention me in himself, I will mention him in myself. If a person come closer to me by a span or hand span, I will come closer to him by a length of forearm. If a person is coming closer to me by a length of forearm, I will come closer to him by a length of full arm. If a person is coming to me walking, I will come to him running. So he is very close, by the way. We should believe in us. We should have a strong belief in these things, that we should make dua, but the condition of dua that it should be made sincerely, with iman, sincerely and the pleasure of Allah, and at the same time with heart, means you should mean it, because sometimes we say in Arabic dua, but we don't know what we are saying. But you should know what you are talking about, because you should know what are your demands. If you don't know your demands and you are ignorant, you are neglectful, you are heedless, you don't know, you are just saying by mouth, these are lips work. No, it's not accepted. You have to be with iman, with sincere intention, and with heart you have to say, and you should mean it what you are asking, and you should have strong belief in sifat of Allah, that I'm sure, I believe in him, that he will accept it and it will be accepted, inshallah. So, and also there are some conditions of du'as. Sometimes du'as, if, as we discussed before, that the source of income should be from halal sources. A person, Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu reported in Muslim, that a person is engaged in a long journey, right? His hairs are untidy and he's covered with dust, and he is raising his hands towards the sky and saying, Ya Rab, Ya Rab. But his food is haram, his drink is haram, his clothing is haram, and he is nourished by haram. How his dua will be accepted? So this is one of the conditions, that the rizq should be from the halal source. Income should be from halal source. Then the dua will be accepted. I think we should move forward. There are.
If you can just translate this one more time.
Okay.
Grammatically, this is the.
Okay. Yeah. Jazakumullah khairan. Da'wa, da'in, and da'ani. Da'wa. What is da'wa? What is the root word? Da'ani is there. Da'ani is actually combination of two words. Da'a plus ni. Da'a means he supplicated. Okay. What is da'wa? Is a masdar. Masdar to supplication. Call. What is da'i? The one who calls. So I respond. I answer the call of a caller when he calls me. So call. Caller. And he calls. Da'wa is dua. So the root word is da'a. Da'a yad'u da'i. So, and also فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا, there are two other conditions. فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا. He should obey me. He should obey me, and he should have a strong belief in me. Then the dua will be accepted here. He should obey me, and he should have a strong belief in me. Then the dua will be accepted. So I answer the call of a caller when he calls me. You said, I translated once. And when my servants ask you about me, then indeed I am near. I answer the call of a caller when he calls me. So they should obey me, and they should believe me, so that they are guided. So this li, again, li is lam amre ghaib. Lam amre, they should, they must, let them obey me, let them believe me, then I will accept their dua. Anything else you want to talk about? Yes. So we can go
This
to the next.
da'i is used here. This is proper
Noun.
noun. It's not a general.
No.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for every single person, He is pointing to everyone.
Yes,
So that's why this is important here. Ad-da'i.
Jazakallah khairan. The caller.
There is
Yeah.
Al-
Yarshudun is rashada yarshudu, right? Istajaba yastajibu istijab. We can move to the next ayah.
finish time.
Time is over, eh?
Yes,
Really?
55.
Okay.